Welcome to Live Long, Live Well. I am Dr. Chaitanya, your host, and today's episode is sponsored by Health at Homes, which is Hyderabad's very own NABL approved home healthcare company, which specializes in sending a doctor home, a nurse home, physiotherapy at home, lab tests at home, only company in Hyderabad which does x-rays and ECGs at home, and all adult vaccinations at home. And it is the only NABL approved home healthcare company in Hyderabad. So thank you, Health at Homes. And today we invite our very new guest of this month, Sriman Kotaru, who is a very well-known YouTuber, an enthusiast in automobiles, started off with bikes, now cars, and you should see his channel if you haven't. So, welcome Sriman.
Hi, doctor.
Thanks for coming over.
No problem at all, absolutely. It's a pleasure.
So, today's guest doesn't just ride bikes. He rides through life with passion, purpose, and a GoPro. From motovlogging on motorbikes and vehicles to lifestyle content, he's built one of Hyderabad's or probably India's most loved YouTube channel. And I'm sure most of these viewers today already know him. So we welcome Sriman Kotaru again.
Thank you.
So let's get straight into this, right? So how are you doing these days, Sriman? See, because right from motorbikes to a travel channel,
Yes.
to automobiles,
Yes.
and now I see your little girl on the video
Yes,
also.
that
So
has
how's
changed a lot.
balancing all these? And because I've seen from the time your little one was born to now, I think she can run her own channel.
Oh, yes.
And she's grown up, right?
True, absolutely.
So how's balancing all this with the editing and late night and from life beyond the visor?
It is actually challenging, to be honest. It is challenging, but like they say, you get used to it. First, it was definitely challenging. Now, as we go along, you learn every day, right? So, first day, it was like you first day go to the gym, it's very difficult to lift weights. Then day 10 is better. Then day 30th is much better. Then 1 year ke baad you will start coaching people.
Yes.
Now I am that. So, when this happened, like in 2019, she was born. That time, everything got like little bit challenging. But for me, it was still okay compared to, how the wives go through this. For me, the sudden shift did not happen that much, but it happened progressionally. And then I think 1 year ke baad, slowly started sinking in that, okay, now I have a daughter, I have a kid. I have to be responsible. I can't ride like before. I can't run around like before. I have to be more responsible. That is the time when I slowed down a little bit. That is the reason you see the shift happening, from hardcore riding. I've done like 1 lakh kilometers in India on the bike.
That's a lot, because I know people who ride. I think I ride a lot of bikes also.
Oh yeah, I know.
And I must have put 10, 12, 15,000 kilometers in the last 2-3 years of my riding. But 1 lakh kilometers on a bike, that too
That's
long
like my
distances.
profession, so.
I think you started off with a Tiger,
Correct,
then
yeah,
a GS, and now
Right.
you have a BMW S1000 RR.
Yes.
So S1000 RR stands for race replica?
I have no clue about that. I don't.
But
I don't
it's
know
a 4-cylinder.
It's a inline four cylinder.
Four.
It's a 212 HP. It's a 999
So
cc.
probably a 0
Proper
to 300 in 20 seconds.
I didn't start that yet. I didn't try that yet. But I think it can do that.
I'm pretty sure, because a friend of mine has a M1000
Oh,
XR.
that's crazy. Yeah.
XR.
Oh, XR. Okay.
XR.
Okay. That's
So,
the road variant.
yeah,
I mean the touring variant.
The touring variant,
Yeah.
but I think for touring you don't need 200
I know.
horsepower.
It's fun to have little torque and all that in the beginning.
Yes.
These bikes are capable of that. You'll have more fun.
And I'm sure these bikes are fast. They're scary fast.
Scary fast.
See, one thing what I realized, because I've had multiple bikes,
Right.
you know what all I had. I started off with a couple RD 350s, a high torque, low torque.
Okay. You still have that, if I'm
Yes.
right?
I
No,
sold
first
one.
thing I have to tell something about you is the way we started talking. I don't know, you connected to me somehow in 2019. And from that time, I wanted to meet. But that somehow did not happen. After that day, today we are meeting.
I know.
Absolutely. Like,
So it took 5 years of convincing Sriman so
Nothing
that he
convincing.
finally agrees. No, I'm only talking.
no convincing,
talking
but it
of-
was like, it happened in the flow. If you plan so much, it doesn't happen. I thought that time, I'll meet this guy, he's got bikes and all. He's a riding enthusiast, he's a biking enthusiast. I like to meet such like-minded people. But then it didn't happen.
Over the course of the last 4-5 years, from RX 100 to RD 350 high torque, RD 350 low torque, then my first big bike was a Yamaha FZ1, which is an R1 but naked, FZ 1004
the street bike.
Inline 4 street bike, 1 liter. Then I used to have my friend's Harley V-Rod with me, an MB Augusta F3. That I've maxed out multiple times.
That is the best one out of all this.
Crazy, small, agile, 150 kilos, Then Indian Dark Horse.
Right, okay.
Then a Ducati Multistrada.
Yes.
1200S with a gyroscope with the electronic suspension.
Right, yeah.
Now I just added a brand new Hayabusa.
That's interesting. I want to see that.
We'll see it after this. So, of all these bikes, what I realized was the Multistrada, according to me, is a very good bike. I'm not that I've sat and had enough journeys on a GS, everything.
Right.
But for my physique,
I
feel GS is slightly big.
Correct, absolutely. Even for me, actually.
Even the Triumph is big. So the Multistrada has a lower seat configuration, which allows me to have both feet tiptoeing. I still can't flat foot, but tiptoe. But that was adequate for me. Because they're tall bikes. And I am a short guy. Every time I fill fuel in a gas station, tank full, I used to drop the bike. That's how
is it?
I used to drop the bike almost every time I fill gas because and at the Tiptamo, we are not used to it. That was. So in the Multistrada, because of the fairing, the glass, it would completely stop all
the wind blast.
So there was no head shaking, nothing.
Right, correct.
So you are going 180, 200 without realizing, only to see to slow down.
Correct,
Because your helmet doesn't shake.
Correct. Most of these bikes are like that. Unless you see the speedometer, you don't realize that you're doing that speed.
Now that I have a Busa, and I'm also coming of age, I'm 43, can't be riding now 20 years ago.
Right.
Busa, what I realize is above 120, if you're not bent completely down and you're trying to ride comfortably with your head up, your head starts to stay 120. So in a way, I feel I'm driving a safer bike. So that's my interpretation.
That's a very different perspective. Right?
Because when you're opening throttle, you'll go down. But otherwise, you can't be opening throttle throughout your journey.
Correct.
So if you're going above 120, because of that wind blast, so now I kind of, in a way, it tells me to slow down.
Good.
It's a different take, but
right.
Yeah. See, so no, Sriman, you started, like you told me over a cup of coffee before. You started riding bikes because you like it.
Correct, absolutely. Yes.
Then you started a YouTube stream where you were you were talking about bikes, and trust me, I follow you. I'm one of your subscribers.
Nice.
That's how I connected to you 4-5 years ago.
Right.
And I've seen most of your videos as long as time permits.
Means a lot.
And now I saw the latest one where you're sitting in a plastic chair talking about the S1000. That was the last one that I saw.
Right.
So see, from riding bikes, then deciding to make a channel, a motovlogging channel.
Right.
Then your BMW X3, the X4, which is a beautiful car.
Oh yeah.
And then some things about with your family. How did all of this come? What was the turning point for you to decide, I want to get into this motovlogging? And when was it that you decided, and rather, how did you decide that I'm going to make this a full-time career? Because you're a full-time YouTuber.
Right, yes. So, it's a kind of a long story, but the thing is, basically it's like anyone else. You do jobs first, then you end up with a business. When you're doing a job, you feel like there's no much scope to grow and you're limited to a certain thing. But you have more creativity and you want to utilize that somewhere else. Can I get some water?
Yeah. Glass
and then you think about that, and then from that side, when you see the other side, they say, right, the grass is greener always on the other side.
That's what they always say, grass is always greener.
Yeah, they say that. And then you jump there into the business. I went into business then. Then you go there, you put in some investment, and that doesn't come back so easily. Then you'll realize that it's so difficult to even get little money. Then you think job was better. At least by 30th day you get a salary.
Exactly.
So this cycle keeps happening. I was going through all of this, and then I realized one day that I'm doing all this for the sake of convincing someone else, for the society, maybe my mom, maybe my wife, maybe my dad, friends. అరే వాడు అది చేస్తున్నాడు, నువ్వేంటి ఇంకా ఇది చేయట్లేదు, ఇంకా ఇదే జాబా, ఇంకా అదే బిజినెస్, ఇదే నడుస్తుంది. ఇట్ వాస్ గోయింగ్ ఆన్ లైక్ దిస్. దెన్ ఐ రియలైజ్డ్, ఓకే, దిస్ వన్ టైమ్ ఐ విల్ డూ సంథింగ్ ఫర్ మై సెల్ఫ్, ఫర్గెట్ మనీ. Because every time the motive was, every time the motive to do something was to, money. Money was the product. This was always there in the mind to do something so that I please the society. But that never happened, because there is a saying, right? When you try to follow something, that will never come to you. Naturally, I don't know why the universe decides that way. Somehow that doesn't work out. When you follow money, it will never come to you. You have to do something. What I learned in my life is, you have to do something that you really enjoy doing, so that it doesn't feel like a job, and money becomes a byproduct. Money should never be the target. All these thoughts went in my head. I was working in a job that time in a certain startup. It was into matrimony and all that. I was working one day. I still remember that day very closely.
Yeah, obviously that's the turning point in your life.
That one day of shift, sitting. I remember people sitting beside me working. There's exactly something like this, a split AC in front of me. I'm watching that. There's a window exactly like this. And then I was working. Then I realized 1 second that what am I doing here? There's a world out there. I can go out and explore so much. There's beautiful weather. It was like November or something. And I'm so useless here doing nothing. There's no creativity. There's Excel sheets. What is this shit? Then that is the moment I realized it sparked something in me. Now or never. If I don't take a decision now, and I don't quit here, being scared that next month I'll not get a salary, I'm married by then, how is this going to happen? That's the moment I took the decision. I just got up and left. Till now I did not even take my relieving letter.
Did that salary of that previous month come in at least?
Nothing. I just got up and left. That was lunchtime, I remember, 12 o'clock something. Went out, there should be a biometric. I didn't do that. I just left. Took my bag, left. And then I started thinking after going home. You see, now I realize that boredom is very important, because if you're bored is the time you get to think.
Thought process
starts. What to do next? The boring time is the most important time in your life, I feel. And that really helped me, because that is the time I realized, okay, now I'm bored. What do I need to do? Let me analyze. Something I need to do that is not for money. Then till then I used to watch YouTube in general. One of my favorite creators is Casey Neistat. I used to see his videos. And then when I started seeing his videos is when I realized, this is what exactly I wanted to do. Why is this guy doing it? I wanted to do this. But my passion is different. I was like into automotive. He was doing lifestyle videos. And he was doing like general videos. I was like, okay, let me do something that blends my life, my taste towards my passion, all these things, which is biking. And by then I had a 600i, the Bentley 600i. That was my first bike. So I thought, I like travel as well. Let me blend these three things together. The best part about all of this YouTube process for me is editing. I really love editing. I love how you edit something and put music to it. All this, the way you stitch it. It's like a cook. You give him 10 ingredients, he makes a nice biryani.
Yeah, you can't eat only the ingredients, but when they're coming together, it's a nice dish.
It's a beauty there. So I did this, and when that first video came out, it looked so beautiful. I appreciated it so much myself, and that's the first time I published it. That is the moment, only that time I realized that, okay, this I did for myself. I don't care about anyone. Mom, dad, I don't care what they think, what is he doing. I don't care about what my wife thinks. This time I'll do what I want. And I did this, I published it. After I think around 3 or 4 days, there were like 8 views on it. 8 views. That time it was good. 8 views.
This we are talking
2017.
A long time ago.
2016 December I did my video. I vlogged it. I couldn't talk first that time. I was very bad at speaking. So I literally put a small camera. It was the OnePlus 3T phone with a iPod Touch, which was recording my voice okay, separately. And then I synced all this in post. And then I remember that I was not able to talk. The points I wrote like this, I was not able to talk. It was so difficult. Then again, that is the moment you leave actually. I thought, this is not my game. I'm trying too much. I don't think I can do this. That moment everyone feels when they're doing a business or anything. That moment you have to push through. It is very challenging, but that small moment when you push through is when you start seeing success slowly. I pushed through that point, and then I gave my best. I was getting a headache because I'm not used to that. I got a headache, I got nervousness, all these things happened, and then finally I put the video out. I was happy with the work. Then I got 8 or 10 views. After a couple of days, I think around 15 days or something, then it went to 300 views. Not 300, I think around 180 views. I don't remember the numbers exactly. But then I was so happy thinking there are 100 people watching my video. That means imagine 100 people in a room. So many people watching your video is amazing. But later I realized that all those 100 views are mine because I kept on doing it. Right? I didn't realize. That time YouTube used to count that repeated views. Now it doesn't count repeated views.
Achha, so today's algorithm is I can watch it 100 times, but the 99 are not valid.
Yeah, 1 or 2 views it counts, I think. Depends on how much you're viewing. If you're viewing only for 30 seconds, that's not counted. Something is there like that. But that time it used to count. So all the 100 views were mine, checking it. So I realized that these 100 views are mine. I was like kind of disappointed. What, people are not watching it? Okay, fine. Anyway, this is not for people, this is for myself. But it feels good, right? Someone clapping for you when you did something. So I was waiting for that appreciation, and then slowly one day, I think after a month or something, it went up to 3,000 plus views. That is the time I realized 3,000 times I did not see my video. Yeah. Some people are watching it. And then I took the bike for service first day, first service Kelly or something, not first service, one of the services. Then someone recognized me. Bro, I seen your video. That's the first subscriber, I think.
The first video, first bike, first service of the bike, and one of the very first subscribers identified you.
Identified me. I was in helmet. I was like blown out. Okay, this is nice. It gave me high. There's no money that time. I didn't even start monetizing my channel. It was off monetizing. I don't even know you can monetize. So I did it for pure passion, the love of editing, the love of capturing things, only that purely, and riding. And then this guy recognized me. I was so happy that I wanted to do this more. From there, never looked back till today. That's how it went off. And then slowly brand deals happened. Then I realized, okay, you can make money also from this. Dude, you're going to pay me for this? Then I remember I also remember one challenge where I had to approach one company, a biking company, where I was asking them for a barter. Like you provide a product and do a review. And they were so like, no, we can't do this. You have to buy it from me. Now I don't work with them anymore, but just a memory, that it was such a struggle that time to even convince them to give me a free product, which is not even worth 1,000 rupees that time.
Now it is struggle for them to convince you.
Exactly.
Other way around.
I'll be proud to say that.
Because he took almost 2 weeks to say yes to come here.
No. So. no, nothing like that. But yeah, it feels good when you achieve something, the feeling of accomplishment, right? That is the best satisfaction you get when you do all these things. And now, I mean, that time when I did all these things and people started approaching and all, and I go out, people recognizing, that felt good. That gave me a high. I thought I want this more. I never looked back. That's how the journey went on.
So from bikes to travel to then cars, and most of your friends are also doing video logging. I think there's 2 brothers.
Correct, yes.
I think one of them is a pilot.
I mean, they don't do it full time, but
because he's a pilot by profession.
Correct,
and I think that we log their Sunday. And there's your friend Chaitanya who does, and I think there's another gentleman Charan, who is with Ducati.
I think now he's not anymore.
No, he stopped Ducati.
Long back.
I think Ducati is a very difficult because I've had a Ducati. It's very difficult to get anything done in Ducati.
Correct,
So to a point where I took the email phone number of Ducati President India and I expressed my issue.
Okay.
And he says the center will get back to you when the issue is against the center.
Right.
I sold my bike the next day. Ducati. I would never suggest anybody. In fact, I used to send my Ducati from Hyderabad to Bangalore, get it serviced and come.
Right. Hey, one of the major reasons for me not to get a Ducati is that because it's a legacy brand. It's such an amazing brand, right? I would love to own a Ducati as a biker. That's like the pinnacle of biking for me. But then after seeing all this in India, I felt, okay, let's wait. They have to get better.
And just imagine, I made an effort to find an email, phone number to tell them, boss, this is the problem. And he says the service center will get back to you.
Right.
And
No, I mean, I think they're looking at like purely business. It should be.
they will, and Sriman, fair enough. See, anything today is a business.
100%, yeah,
If I'm putting money, I should make some money,
Correct,
right?
100%, yeah.
Right. But then if the person who's asking you for help, who's already in business with you,
Right.
is showing displeasure,
Right.
if you can't correct it, where will
No
be
point.
their future? See, we have two people here on this table who don't want to buy a Ducati.
Right. Yeah.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Correct, absolutely.
In fact, I called Suzuki about 2 weeks ago.
Right.
I said I want a Hayabusa. I called Varun Motors.
Okay.
Varun is my cousin.
Right, yeah.
So he said, done Chinnu, they call me Chinnu,
Okay.
the bike will be done.
Right.
So their general manager called me saying, sir, Varun cannot sell it in Telangana.
Okay.
In South India, Suzuki's big bikes, the Hayabusa, is
Right.
sold only in Bangalore.
Oh,
We'll
okay.
arrange it for you.
Okay.
2 days later,
Right.
everything was done. 5 days later, bike was delivered with 0 kilometers
Oh, nice.
to
Okay.
my house here.
Crazy.
So I was very happy.
Right.
Now that's what we want, right?
True, yeah, absolutely.
That's what you want. You
Yeah.
don't want a hassle. Chinnas for small
that's what I'm saying.
service if they eat up my head.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
would I want? So the very next day when that gentleman said the thing service center will get back to you and that nothing
Right.
happened. There were other issues with credit card issues,
Right,
payment
right,
issues.
right.
All that being said and done, it was
No, I mean, doesn't
Very
matter
difficult.
how big the brand is. If
It
the
was very
customer
difficult.
support is not good, better skip that
And
brand.
you could see that's one of the reasons why Kawasaki in Hyderabad, BMW in Hyderabad are doing extremely well.
Correct, yeah.
For the reason of service.
Correct,
I think Rahul, who owns Kawasaki
Right.
Orange, he is extremely good.
Right, yeah.
I think BMW service in general, I think how BMW service for the bikes is done, I
Yeah.
think is phenomenally
Yeah,
good.
it's very good.
And see, customer satisfaction is very important. If you open up my Ducati group, I can show you, but
I know,
this
I
is
know.
not the forum. There's only hatred.
Yeah.
They're like, you are not able to service. Somebody says, I paid for a shirt in June. This is in October, yeah.
Right,
10,000 rupee shirt, you're not able to deliver. Why did you charge him money?
Right, understood.
Atla.
Right.
So, coming back to this, see, when you shift from bikes for self pleasure, you made a video out of it. Didn't know how to monetize it, but monetized it.
Right.
Left your job saying, that's not what I want, this is what I
Yeah,
want.
yeah.
Then to car. See, what drives that change? Like you told me why you left the job. So we won't get into that.
Right.
But you started motovlogging.
Yeah.
Then the BMW X4 came.
Right.
How did that shift occur? And is
mean
it
from
a
the
planned
biking
shift
to-
or you flow from bikes to cars, then with family trips,
Right,
you
right.
are doing it, right? Is this generally planned for you with a thought process in mind, or do you shift or go with the flow?
The second one, I go with the flow for everything. Yeah, even the meeting that we're doing today is in the flow. I don't like to structure anything, don't like to plan too much because that takes away the essence of everything. The fun part of it is gone when you plan too much. My perception could be wrong, could be better maybe if you plan for these things, but for me in general in life, I personally like the way it is going in a flow. I am a strong believer of all this universe and all that kind of stuff. So I started believing in this since recently, after a few things that happened in my life. I could connect a few dots in the past and I've seen how everything came up to now. So it's like nothing I planned, like what you're talking about, YouTube and all these things, how I progressed to X4 or getting an S1000RR. Nothing of this is planned. So recently also I was driving my X4. Me and my friends were sitting inside the car. They were telling me do this, do that. I was like, dude, look at this logo. Look at this logo over here. I was on the Charisma in the same gully, my red color Charisma, a couple of years back. And that day I never thought in 2022 or 23 I will be driving an X4. I never planned for that. It happened. So, but people who are actually aiming for this, they might never reach there. I never planned for this. It's there.
We are happy. It's an additional thing.
It's a bonus. Universe or whatever gave me a bonus.
And thank God for it.
That's it. I think every one of you, I believe, at least you don't need to believe that, but I believe that everyone who is doing something here is doing it for a purpose. They are sent here for that purpose. They're solving that purpose. Your purpose is very big, what you're doing. His purpose is very big, what he is doing in his life. What I am doing, entertaining people, is my purpose. That's it. Don't worry about why is he bigger than me, he is richer than me. These are the comparisons which spoil everything.
Which ruin interpersonal relationships, and they give like this Instagram, yeah. Choose the you suddenly you see somebody with some Louis Vuitton, now there's a La Boo Boo doll or something. I just can't understand what is going on with most people.
So I go with the flow, basically.
So you have long rides. That's a long travel. Lot of travel.
Yeah.
Lot of late night edits.
Yes.
Most of the travel is behind a visor.
Yes.
Right? It's not easy on the body.
Not at all. Yeah.
You are physically tired.
Yeah.
You're mentally getting drained.
Right.
You're getting dehydrated.
Yes.
How do you manage all these lifestyle issues so that your body, because you've been doing it for a long time, over 1 lakh kilometers on a bike is no joke.
Correct.
Try, and a lot of people think, "Arey, super bike kundi fast gelipotad." No, but riding a super bike, I know it for a fact because I have a few. It's not easy. It's difficult on your back, on your shoulder. You're wearing a helmet, then you're wearing
Nothing is comfortable about biking.
Jacket, and it feels like it's pleasure.
Yeah.
It is when you are doing a short 40-50 kilometers Sunday breakfast ride with your 10 friends where you're going, wah, come back.
Right.
But try riding to Goa and back. Try going to Ooty and
Goa
back.
Goa is the most difficult. I can do Hyderabad to Delhi. I can't do Hyderabad to Goa.
Because a straight line expressway, like imagine you're going to Hyderabad airport on the ring road in a car. It is comfortable, right?
Correct.
But if you do the same journey via PVNR flyover,
you are gone.
It is not comfortable.
Yeah.
So imagine riding a bike, and bike is not allowed on a ring road.
Yes.
You go to Shankarpalli and back.
I know. The back is gone.
Your back is gone. So how do you manage all this? Is there some diet you follow, your hydration principle? So that there are a lot. The reason I ask you this question is because health is important.
100%.
If you are not healthy, you cannot be doing this right.
Right.
So there are a lot of people who follow you, who are going to be looking at this podcast.
Right.
And I want them to understand the reality of what goes on. పొద్దున 6కి లెగుస్తున్నారు, you are starting your ride at 6:37 because I see the clock 5:45 legs, brushing నుంచి we are able to see.
Yes.
Then you are joining your friends in some coffee shop before the coffee shop is open. You guys are going for a ride, and there are times where I've met most of your friends in Secunderabad, far away areas at that breakfast place. And on the way back. So please tell our viewers so that they have a good understanding of what it is like and what you are doing to keep healthy. Because what I do is some back stretches, drink good amount of water.
Right,
but that is for the little ride I do. But I don't think that will work for me.
No, I think it's the same thing actually. Hydration is the most important thing. Sleep. The first thing is the sleep. If that is sorted, I'm okay riding in heat later. Because the best part of a ride is to get out from the city as soon as possible, before the traffic hits and before the heat starts. Because when you're in the city and there's a lot of traffic and the heat comes up, it gets very irritating. So that's the reason most of us start riding before 5 a.m. before the traffic comes in and before the sun comes out. You leave the city after that because you're doing like 60-70 kmph. That's fine, you can take it. There's wind coming. But my friends say this, we'll leave early even if we sleep late. I'm like against that. I'm like, we'll sleep 8 hours. Let it be hot. Let us struggle in the city with traffic. But sleep is the most important thing. A lot of rides I did that. I take good sleep if I'm sleeping at 2 a.m. because I have this ride anxiety. When I go, like tomorrow is my trip, I can't sleep properly.
It happens to even me.
Right? Even for breakfast ride, that happens sometimes.
That's pushing it.
No, because I don't ride so much these days. Once in a while when I do these breakfast rides, I'm like excited so much that okay, tomorrow I'm taking out the bike and I can't sleep. Even then what I do is, breakfast ride is still fine, manageable. But if I have to do like Hyderabad, Mumbai or Hyderabad, wherever, 500 plus, Then I make sure even if I sleep at 2 a.m., I want plus 8 hours. 10 o'clock I'll get up or 9:30 something I'll get up, have my breakfast aram se. Anyways, day is gone. We'll reach till night aram se. But have good sleep is the most important thing. Once your body is rested, half of the fatigue, all this is gone.
Yeah.
Recovery is already done, previous day ka. So that is the most important thing. Second thing is once you're on the ride, eating little is fine, just that you don't feel too hungry, that your focus is shifted from riding to hunger. Second thing is hydration, the most important thing. I don't do electrolytes and all these things.
Just water.
Just water. Hydration pack, what is that called?
Hydra pack.
Hydra pack. That
No,
is
not our Hydra from Hyderabad, but the Hydra pack is a small pouch that you wear like a school bag,
Correct.
which has a nice sealed plastic container with 1 liter to 3 liter depending on the size,
Yeah.
with a plastic tube which
Yeah.
goes in your mouth. Whenever you want, you put.
just put some cool water in it.
And
That's
they
it.
stay cool,
Yeah.
cool enough.
They stay
It
cool
might not
enough,
stay cold, but
No,
it's
not
cool
cold.
enough.
Cool enough. And then keep sipping it. That's the best part. But one more suggestion I would give, long riders ke liye. I think it is better not to have a Hydra pack also, because that makes you stop and take rest. Because I have to stop a couple of times to drink water. If I have a Hydra pack, I keep riding. I don't stop, which is also bad, because you're in the same position
your
all the
body.
time. Yeah, there's no blood circulation in your legs, in your groin area. All this is important.
You need to
right?
stretch your muscle
You
out
stretch your
also.
muscle. Because I've done that a lot, continuous riding. I did like 250 kilometers at a stretch without moving my arm. And now I have issues. I have like little bit joint issues.
So
back
same
issues.
thing. I on that note, one day a friend of mine, Srikant, he's a interior designer.
Okay.
We call him Sriki. Him
Okay.
and me, we've gone to Hampi and back 10 times on a
Right,
bike.
right.
Generally, every 100-110 kilometers, we stop.
Right, yeah.
Or thumbs up. We like thumbs up.
Right.
Thumbs up, koncham water.
Okay.
Certain other things, and just like stretch out some
Right.
omelette or something on that. So this time we said, hey, pada elupodam. We reached Gangavati.
Okay.
That is 350 kilometers from here.
Oh, God.
For our first stop.
Oh God.
As long I was sitting, I felt fine. But the minute I got out, I was, my first question in mind, why were you an idiot to ride 350?
That happens.
Yeah.
It goes in the flow, right?
Your body was
Yeah.
all cramped. Then trust me, the 10-minute break was literally a 45-minute break, and that way you can't call it a break. It was like back was in spasm, all kinds of pain starting.
Right.
Maybe I would not have felt it had I reached there, but
Right.
after I reached there, I would have gone through this.
Understood,
So,
yeah.
like you said, sleep is very important even to me.
Yes.
Hydrating yourself,
Yes.
and you have to stop. If
Main
you're a
thing.
seasoned rider, maybe every 2 hours you stop.
Everyone,
Otherwise,
I
stop
think,
every hour,
yeah,
hour
yeah,
and a
yeah.
half, 10-15 minutes, just
The
stretch out.
sweet spot is actually 50 to 75 kilometers. Stop. Doesn't matter. You'll enjoy the ride better that way.
And roughly, it'll end up 1 hour to hour and a half based on
fine.
which road you're driving.
No, I think you'll be faster as well, because your pace will be better.
Better.
You'll be more confident. You'll be more focused. So the more breaks you take, your body recovers in that moment, and then you feel good to ride again. Rather than stretching it
and
so
the
much.
beauty of the ride Sriman does is not in the destination, it's in the journey.
Yeah, absolutely.
The beauty of what he does is through that journey
Yeah,
with your
yeah.
friends, and all of them are Bluetooth connected,
Yeah,
helmets
yeah,
have
it's so much
Bluetooth,
fun.
Senna, and it's literally like you're talking in a car, you're making, having fun, you're
Yes,
joking
yes.
around. Police odurnadu, a lorry ఎదురుగుండా వచ్చింది, that dog is on the
We go to
road.
live topics. Recently which we did Mahabaleshwar to Hyderabad. So if you see my videos, Hyderabad to going anywhere, I vlog a lot. But coming back, I don't vlog much. Because first thing, I'm bored because the same
And you've
journey.
done it.
I've done the same thing. So I'm not excited about it unless there is something very interesting to show or we're taking a different route. Otherwise, I don't like to vlog the return. So while return, we have 11 hours or 12 hours of time on the bike. What we
They
do
just
is
talk about
Sena
life.
mein we talk so much about life and finances, where to put money, investments, what is your strategy of life, all this. Like 11 hours, 12 hours, just
So
fly
this
away.
is what you don't get to see on the YouTube.
Yeah. I wanted to show that as well. Next time when I do a ride, I try
small
to
thing.
put the mic inside my helmet as well.
Hi. See,
Yeah.
So we with so many rides and all that. So sleep, like you said, is very important.
Yes.
I think eating so that you don't continue to feel hungry.
Sleepy.
Hydrating is very important. And obviously, when you're on a bike, you're thinking of going there, enjoying it, the journey, and this. Obviously, while we ride, nobody drinks.
100%.
Some of my friends smoke, but maybe a beer or two before, but never overdo it is even my mantra, because I am also somebody, obviously I'm a doctor, I'm a little strict fellow, so they call me officer, so that padukondi, morning 5 వెళ్తున్నాం, you're going at 5 in the morning, be smart, sleep.
Right.
I know there is an anxiety.
Right.
I agree to that part also, but you don't have to push it till 1 o'clock.
Right. Yeah.
Sleep by 11. And
Most important
even
thing.
for me, if I know I'm waking up at 5,
Right.
that 3, I wake up at 4:30 either ways. So for me, it's very comfortable. But
Right.
for the rest of them,
I
it
know,
is very uncomfortable.
I don't know. I think it happens also with aging. After you cross 35 and all, you get up automatically maybe. You don't need a alarm clock or something, right? That's what I've observed.
It depends on your work schedule and what it is like. It is your biological clock.
I think
your
that's-
circadian rhythm, right?
Correct, yeah.
So 10 days you wake up at 5 o'clock, automatically you'll start waking up at 5
Right,
o'clock.
right.
You
But
don't
this
need
didn't
an
work
alarm.
out for me when I was younger, like in 20s and all.
That's because we were younger.
It was nice to sleep, you know.
5కి లెగ్స్ ఏం చేయాలి, చదవాలా? సో
అంటే నిద్ర వచ్చేది ఇప్పుడు ఈవెన్ ఇఫ్ ఐ వాంట్ టు స్లీప్ ఫోర్సిబుల్లీ లైక్ ఈవెన్ ఇఫ్ ఐఎమ్ ఆన్ అ వెకేషన్ ఐ కాంట్ స్లీప్ బియాండ్ 6 AM 6:30 max 7 max.
Same thing happens to me.
I want to sleep,
Wherever
but-
I travel, no matter what, 5 o'clock, I'm up latest.
But good thing is that you told me you sleep at 8.
Wait, I sleep very early.
That's great.
8:30. I don't see 9 o'clock. I don't think I've seen
Oh,
9
yeah?
o'clock in a long time. In
Nice.
fact, my 5-year-old son sleeps after me.
Okay, so when is your dinner?
In another hour, 7 o'clock, I'm done with dinner.
Okay,
It's
nice,
almost
nice.
6 now. 7.
Okay.
See, with all this journey, travel, vlogging, was there a time when you were doing all this, when your body said, enough?
Oh, couple of times.
Tell us one incident.
I think in 2022, 23 to 24, that 1 year, I had lot of problem winding my head around all these things. I don't know, I think that's like the midlife crisis or whatever they term it. I did not feel like satisfied doing what I'm doing, but then I wanted to do that again. There's a lot of confusion going on. I wanted to do a lot of other things as well. So there's a lot of fight going on in my head. And I started having anxiety issues. I had to visit doctors for this. I had nervous issues, some panic attacks. All these things happened in the middle of the night, unknowingly. I had the money, everything is sorted, family is good, happy at home, but I don't know why. So all these things started happening. Then I realized this is all overthinking about what to do next. Not this one will do that, those people are doing that, we'll also do that. All this confusion has started creating a lot of anxiety in me. Then I pulled off the plug. Then I said, I'm meant to do something. I already enjoyed it. First thing, why did I start this? Let's continue this. And again, everything is in
Everything
place.
settled.
Yeah.
See, obviously, being physically and mentally fit is a challenge on a daily basis for most people.
Right.
Moreover, people like you who are actually on a bike with that physical things, less sleeps, late nights,
Right.
editing time,
Oh, yes, oh,
and
yes.
seeing through a mirror and then sunglasses, a visor, the helmet visor,
Correct.
fairing, then your glass. What is your physical routine like?
In
On a
terms
day,
of-
like in gym, swimming, walking, running, jogging. What do you do on
I'm
a
really a health freak. Let's not call it a health freak, but I'm kind of a health conscious guy from the beginning. After like 2021, I started taking it very seriously, and I take care of my diet and all that. I check my protein intake, my carbs, all this is counted. Sometimes I miss it here and there, like couple of months I miss it, but then I get back again. So I've been in this.
That's your cheat month.
No, I don't cheat much, but when I cheat, no one can stop me. It's going to be a lot of sugar. That's my weakest thing.
Sugar is generally a
Yeah.
culprit for most people.
Most
like
things,
I say,
right?
sugar and salt are the two dirty things.
Salt is still fine, but for me, sugar is a big problem. I actually wanted to ask you for a solution later. How to cope up with sugar.
See, the two big culprits in life for us are the two white powders,
Yeah.
sugar and salt.
Yeah.
Sugar, salt is essential for life. in moderation. It is required for your cardiovascular system,
Right.
it is required for your autonomic system. But more salt is more sodium, which is higher BP, which eventually, when not controlled, will lead to heart attack, kidney failure, stroke,
Right.
stroke, all these. So anything in moderation is okay.
Okay.
But if you see our Indian style of cooking, salt.
Non-salt. And side mein they put it.
That is not
separate.
moderation. Then curd rice with
Right.
salt.
Separate.
That is not moderation.
Right. Yeah.
It will lead to problems.
Right.
What is diabetes? Elevated sugar beyond or above normal.
Correct.
Diabetes will not kill you. Uncontrolled diabetes will kill you.
Right. Yeah.
So how do you increase your sugars? Through the chocolates you eat, through the fried food you eat, which is eventually sugar,
Correct
eventually.
Yeah. Carbs.
Rice is for breakfast, lunch and dinner.
I know. Yeah.
Your packaged food
Right.
is sugar.
Right.
Your chips is eventually salt and sugar and
Right.
fatty things,
Yes.
high cholesterol, triglyceride.
Right.
What do you think all this will lead to? Heart problems, kidney problems, strokes.
100%. Yeah.
So anything in moderation is good, is acceptable. In India, there is nothing called moderation. India is the diabetes capital of the world.
Right. I know.
So that comes because of the diet.
Correct.
It starts in childhood itself. Parents feeding children. Young children who are big built.
Correct.
They are prone to high risk problems. So we have to watch this.
But don't you think now all these things have increased so much than before? Why?
Yes, processed foods are higher now.
Higher
See,
now.
our grandparents, great grandparents, there was no food that used to come in a plastic cover.
Absolutely.
50 years ago, there was no Uncle Chips or Lays.
right, yeah.
There was no cornflakes.
Correct.
There was no refined Himalayan sugar. Have you heard of
Yeah,
it?
no, not at all, yes.
Coca-Colas and Pepsis
Right.
were not abundantly used like how they
Correct.
are now.
Right.
Fruit juices in a can.
Right.
They are nothing but sugar. Sugar-free sugar is also sugar.
With added chemicals in it.
So all these are processed foods.
Right.
All processed foods have a risk of inflammation. Inflammation causes chronic diseases.
Right.
Diabetes is a chronic
disease, yes.
These are the problems.
So yeah, I take care of my health that way. Gym, for sure, whether I work out or not, I make sure I go to the gym. If I don't feel like working out that day, I sit in the gym. But that 1 hour, 1.5 hours, I give it that time.
So
every day.
That dedicated time of that between 4 or 5
It's
or
my
5 or
meditation.
6 is essential to...
Yeah. That also helps me shift my focus from all this work or whatever towards my favorite thing to do, which is working out and all that, which I value more.
See, end point of life has to be good health and
100%.
happiness.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Now you have traveled highways to mud roads in bikes, in cars,
Yes.
seeing life and India through a helmet visor.
Oh yes.
How has all this changed your outlook towards health and happiness in your life?
Oh, that is a deep question actually, because you get to compare yourself. So, how much? Because when I ride, I always had this question: you don't eat too much, because it usually when you eat a lot of food, your digestive system takes most of the energy from your body. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, absolutely right.
Yeah, it takes most of the blood flow towards your digestive system to process everything. That makes you sleepy. Right? So I avoid doing that, but then I'm also worried about my calorie intake that day, because your body in if it needs to function properly, it needs a certain amount of BMR, whatever that is. How do we do that?
See, basically, Sriman, when you eat a meal, whether it is breakfast, lunch, snacks or dinner, whatever,
Okay.
whenever you eat either small quantity or just adequate or large. Ante kada. There's only three ways.
Yes.
So when you eat food goes from your mouth into your stomach.
Right.
There are enzymes acting on
Yes.
it. If you eat a lot of food, there's more blood flow coming to the stomach to send it blood so that food can be digested faster because you ate a lot.
Correct. Yeah.
So when blood cannot be formed, kotta blood cannot be, new blood cannot be made and rush to the stomach. So blood is diverted from your other parts of your body to your stomach to help it digest it faster, absorb it faster. So that sometimes you get lightheadedness after you eat a lot.
Right.
Why? Because the blood is now being diverted to your stomach.
Right.
So that's why we tell you, when you are driving yourself,
Right.
or you're riding, or you need to be awake,
Right.
eat small
Small portions.
portion control,
Right.
so your calories are met.
Right. Okay.
But don't overdo it,
Yeah.
so the blood starts shifting from your other parts to your stomach and you
Right.
feel asleep. That is why we also tell recommendation, not while you drive or riding or driving a car, not about that,
Right.
but after any meal. When you eat a meal, walk for 5, 10, 15 minutes.
Right.
So that food which is now completely being digested with the excess blood flow is also diverted to your other parts of your body,
that makes
which
sense.
are now acting.
Right.
So all other parts get.
Right.
And so what happens? The additional unnecessary absorption is also reduced.
Right.
So never eat a big meal while you are driving.
Right.
Your driver is driving, you eat and sleep.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah.
But never lie down flat in a car after a big meal, because
Right,
you'll
yeah.
start getting giddiness and vomiting sensation.
Right, right.
Because
Motion
food has to be below, not
Yeah.
at the same
Gravity
level.
should work on it, right?
Gravity should work.
Right.
So I felt this also many times. If you eat a big meal at lunch generally when you're traveling,
Right.
and you sit on a bike, you feel that nidra vastundi.
Yeah.
That sleepiness comes because you had a big meal.
Right. And the thing is, the challenge is that because you take only 1 or 2 breaks, the big ones, and rest of the breaks are very small.
Yeah.
You pack
Yes.
in lot of calories into one lunch, which is usually around 2 o'clock. And after that, it's
And then
sleepy.
you push it to 2 o'clock, and then
Yeah.
you have a heavy meal.
Yeah.
And then
feel
many
sleepy.
people are like tired, but you have to continue
500
riding.
more kilometers.
Another 500. So
Yeah.
that's is very important that your meals are controlled.
Right.
I think physical, like you said very well, you need to sleep well the night before.
Yeah.
Start early so you beat the traffic.
Right.
I don't like to start if it is raining, but
absolutely.
after I start, it can rain. It
That's
doesn't
fine.
bother
Oh
me.
yeah, oh yeah.
I'll continue going.
Me too.
Like we generally stop every 100 kilometers, which generally takes about an hour and a half to 2 for us, whatever it is.
Right.
And then nowadays we don't ride every day anymore, Sriman. So if, for example, the other day all our friends, we rode from Bangalore to Mangalore.
Okay.
We stayed 2 nights in Mangalore.
Oh, nice. Okay.
First night for you to do whatever you want.
Right,
Next day is to relax. Then we rode to we crossed Udupi,
Right.
reached Murdeshwar to Gokarna. 2 nights in
okay.
Gokarna. Then we reached to Goa. So what happens in Goa stays in Goa. So that was that. And then we all flew back.
Nice, nice. So you're giving time for yourself.
Yes,
for
you
your
need.
mind,
See,
relax.
we are not 20 anymore.
Right,
Sriman.
I know.
You are also
Things change.
nearing,
I can absolutely
nearing
relate to
my
that.
age. So, your body also takes a toll.
Right.
Initially, it was like fast, let's go fast, let's go fast. But
Yeah.
today, it's not. And the beauty of the journey is the journey itself.
Of course, yeah.
It's not the destination.
No, nothing.
And when you go slower, you start looking everywhere.
Yeah.
The mountains are nice,
Yes.
the greenery is nice. Otherwise, you're stereotyped looking straight at
Just
high
going,
speed,
yeah,
and your shoulder is paining, you have a headache.
Yeah.
I don't know why we did it so long. I'm glad I don't do it anymore.
No, I think that's a natural progression, right? That's how it is usually. And can you recommend, like, because we ride so much, as a doctor, can you recommend some nice stretches, or because we get, we wear a big helmet, because of that weight we get.
Yeah, about the
neck issues.
general helmet is about 1.5 kgs on
Average,
your
at
head. So
least.
your shoulder exercise. See, whenever you stop, see, if you do exercise and sit on the bike, it's not going to help you. You have to be physically fit.
Right.
At least for a few months.
Right.
So any good stretching of your neck muscles, sideways, forward, back, turning.
Right.
Same thing for your shoulder,
Right.
up, down, all kinds of movements. Stretching of your back, bending forward, trying to touch your fingertips to the floor,
Right.
bending forward, and staying in that position for a minute at least. That really stretches.
Okay.
Lot of us think just bending down, touching, coming
Right,
back.
right.
No, actually you're hurting your back.
Yeah. I
So
think you have to
always
stay.
stretch slowly, be in the maximum stretch position as much as possible.
Okay.
A minute is very good.
Oh, yeah,
a
a
minute
minute.
sounds small. What is a minute?
No,
But
it's
in
a
a
lot.
stretch
I am thinking
position,
it's a lot.
1 minute is a lot.
Yeah.
And you should be stretched. Stretching your ankles,
Right.
your hips, all these are very important, because in a bike you are sitting like you're sitting in a
Right.
chair.
Yes.
So these movements should be done well. Your head should be free. Your back should be possible. See, after I ride a Hayabusa, I walk 8 kilometers every day. I do 2 rounds of KBR at 5 in the morning.
Oh, what?
Still, my back requires stretching.
Okay.
And after a journey, I still feel my lower back is still
Yeah,
tight.
because we are not meant to do all these things actually.
And sleep on a firm bed. A soft bed will eventually give you a lower back pain. Always use a nice firm bed. See, at the end of it, it's your back.
Right.
You take care of it. You want to sleep on the floor, on the table, on the sofa. Soft bed is your choice.
Right.
But firm bed prevents movements in the spine.
Right.
So the way you and firm bed will not allow you to sleep sideways because it's firm.
Right. Yeah.
Sleeping on the
So
back.
you need to sleep like on the back?
Yes, I sleep facing upwards without a pillow.
But isn't it difficult? Like you keep moving.
And again, like generally I sleep and I wake up. I'm blessed that way. Yes, many people.
See, my problem is I sleep either on my left. I used to sleep a lot on my right, and my problem is I used to sleep on my arm like this.
Yeah, and you start
for
getting.
hours. Now I have a very bad pain here. My arm doesn't go beyond this now. It pains a lot. Unless I play badminton again, it's fixed. Why does that happen?
And you see, you're sleeping on a muscle which is being stretched. The nerve gets stretched. That the nerve which is supplying that particular muscle is now inflamed, overstretched. Does not allow you to do certain movements.
So recovery,
you have to give it rest and proper physiotherapy.
Oh, physiotherapy. We have
So
to
you
do.
have pushed it too much.
Right.
So Sriman, so let's end this on full throttle. So we'll have a rapid fire round. No thinking. You just have to answer straight. Off-road or highway?
Highway.
Your dream bike that you haven't owned.
MV Agusta.
Which one?
The F4.
F4. That's a 1 liter four cylinder. So I had a F3.
Yeah, I know. That's what.
So your favorite travel companion, your coffee or your camera?
Camera.
A travel destination that changed your thought process.
Uttarakhand.
Uttarakhand. Why so?
It is a very challenging destination for me specifically because I had motion sickness, and I don't know why Uttarakhand's mountain ranges, they affected me a lot in terms of motion sickness. Every 10 minutes I would stop and puke. It was a horrible experience. So it taught me my body's capabilities basically.
There are medications to avoid that.
Yeah.
You can take acetazolamide a day before, during that travel, and a day after. 3 days should generally sort.
Okay.
So one food that you want after a long ride.
A lot of carbs. Anything works.
Anything like biryani?
Biryani or dal, khichdi.
I'm putting words in his mouth.
Anything heavy carbs.
So you would also say Uttarakhand was your worst ride?
Yes.
That's right. A good health habit that you're proud of, that you do regularly. I can be proud of many things, but I am proud of me walking in KBR.
Being physically active every day. Whether it's walking or gym, workout, badminton, something or the other, one physical activity is there for sure.
What's one habit that you want that you're not able to do and you're struggling with?
I wanted to actually start writing something, like a journal or something. I don't know. I want to start writing. Put the pen on the paper.
So your YouTube channel is about motovlogging, and if it was about health, what would your motto or your channel name or your description be?
Go with the flow.
Go with the flow. So Sriman, it's been quite inspiring for me also. Though I do motorsport, I won Rainforest Challenge of Malaysia twice in the Extreme Engine Series. Came second, third a few times.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And these are 8-day, 9-day events. They're gruesome. Nothing compares to that. Nothing compares to biking. I never liked off-road riding for a simple reason that most off-road bikes are tall and I am not.
Right.
So I never enjoyed that. But it is, now that I've seen so many of your videos, it is inspiring to continue to do this because it's not, like we said, it's not about the destination, it's the journey.
Yeah,
and what I liked about this podcast is how you left the job in that matrimonial company, looking at, with that AC and the window, and just left
can still
and
remember
decided and never going back. Ups and downs in life are common.
Yeah.
There will obviously, like you said, there were times where why the hell am I doing this?
Right.
But then you have to keep going.
Right.
And anything is built with dedication. Nothing comes easy.
100%.
Right.
It's
and
not
then
fun if it comes easy.
And
you don't value it.
It won't stay.
Don't stay.
Family support in many things. My mother would say, why are you going racing? What do you have to go racing for? What are all this for? You know, I enjoyed it. See, many people, parents don't understand that off-road motor racing is not about speed.
Yeah.
Your average speed is 2 kilometers per hour.
Right.
What can happen in 2?
Correct.
But motorcycling is not.
Right.
Motorcycling, you can be safe. But the fellow driving next to you, overtaking you, or the fellow coming ahead of you, the tractor coming off the road, is where it is dangerous.
100%.
So most of you who want to start a channel, all these things are very important. Please watch his channel, watch my channel also. And it is inspiring, Sriman. So thanks for being on this podcast.
Thank you, Doc, so much.
It was very nice.
It was one of the best
Thank
podcasts that we've done in recent times. Very engaging and it was very natural, right? Thank you so much for
like
having
you
me.
said, go with the flow.
Exactly. That's why I liked it more.